season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. In there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This will be fielded at the 17. So a good punt for a solid 12-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30. Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. The numbers a week ago for Kupp, comfortably up over 100 yards when cruising past that number, and 2 touchdowns.
How'd you like to be the D coordinator this week? He watched that game last week, and I know his first thought was, we have to find a way to take him out of the game plan. We cannot let him do that to us.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford, rush coming, and he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
You know, Darby, both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Nick Bosa providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Gets past one man. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 13 carries, 65 yards, and a touchdown as well.
And when you put the ball in the end zone 13 times on the season, one thing is apparent. You didn't do it all on your own. Offensive line is creating some nice space for you, and you're probably getting some good blocks downfield from your wide receivers.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. This defense for the Rams, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and run the option left side. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Back to throw, Purdy. Over the middle, that's caught by McLeod. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 16. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And he's going to use his legs here. He will push his way down to about the 14. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Evades him at the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out. Purdy now on 2nd down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That close to the 1st points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Ray McLeod, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. Now it's Stafford.
He'll dump this off to Akers.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, LA. Cooper Kupp, 63 yards. And the Rams are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if the numbers come in or not. Sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. It's almost like when you turkey ball game, isn't it? Just go a little bit, I'll hit you, and it worked really well for them.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he looks on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Rams offense now making their way out to take over.
They'll have very good starting field position here as they try to break our tie. And they start 1st and 10.
On first down, it's Stafford. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, these are the situations that really test the defense and sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They give up the middle to Akers.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On the counter, this is Akers.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Cam Akers, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams have moved out in front.
CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point by Patterson out the goal.
And that makes the score 14-7.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left. More than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Throwing here, Purdy. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Bring it back. It's an interception return for the Rams touchdown.
Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick-6.
And it's plays like that one that made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Extra point by Patterson. Open good.
It's now 21-7. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now
Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Purdy. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Again, it's Purdy to throw it.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Rams are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Well, the Rams going to take over late in this first half. On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers.
And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
On the give, this is Akers.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the 2nd half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? It looks like they're ready to go.
And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On the handoff, it's Akers.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. On 2nd and 12, Stafford. Left side, it's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, They almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
The tackle by Arik Armstead. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On third down, here's a run by Akers.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied game. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Purdy looking to throw.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly aren't running up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
They'll go again here with Akers.
And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, what a move. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. Purdy to throw it on 1st down.
Looking sideline, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room, too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught 11 on the field. Those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Purdy, big 4th down play. Great protection. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, the field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. 2nd and 8. They'll run here with Akers. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground.
I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Going right back to Akers. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. On the handoff, running left is Akers. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for L.A. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now Purdy. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. On 3rd down, it's Purdy. Trucks over him. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he goes out right around the 39. Well, that's That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Purdy sets up to throw again. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. And he is going to have a Niners first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to run.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
So the LA Rams with a victory here, and it was their defense that really made.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame can do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building. We make...
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Looking to throw right away is Watson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darian Kendrick, and the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
So the Rams in great position here as they get things started.
They'll be led out by a longtime starter in the NFL, a former #1 overall pick way back in 2009. It's Matthew Stafford.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Stafford.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. And the Rams
Rams at 12-3 now on the year. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely...
Touchdown, Rams! Allen Robinson. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Rams take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-9. Patterson back out there to send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And, Charles, you see the numbers for Amari Cooper last week. 4 catches, 59 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. They'll have a tough time.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And some room to run that. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, his team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through, and I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down. Stafford going to give this to Akers, and he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. On the sneak, it's Stafford. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So a bold call, but this drive will forge on. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. Got a man, it's Higbee complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 26-yard line. Back to throw, Stafford. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. John Jump. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want
want me to.
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. That's complete to Robinson.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam there.
The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
They'll run for it with Akers.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
They'll run here with Akers.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. And Stafford's going to take it himself. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Matthew Stafford keeping it himself on the quarterback sneak.
And the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point by Patterson. Good, good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 22. Now it's Watson.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Off of play action, it's Watson. Out left side here to Bryant. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's got some space here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
73 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Back to throw, Watson.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Watson on 1st down.
There's another catch by the running back, Nick Chubb. Yeah, the Browns are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Browns are within an extra extra point of tying up this ball game. Joseph connects on the extra point,
and we are tied at 14. So the drive there took 6 plays. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And it's Amari Cooper who finishes it off with a touchdown reception.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. There he goes, right side. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a roller when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14. And what a job there by Old Lehman on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's Deshaun Watson and the Browns back to the field.
5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On first down, Watson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That will allow them to disrupt the play.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for 3rd and long.
On play action, they'll throw. Under pressure, they got him again. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. So we've reached...
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Take it in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3.
And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. And on third down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. On first down, it's Stafford. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
A give up the middle to Akers.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
On the give, this is Akers.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
They'll give this to Akers running right.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. On the handoff, it's Akers.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Joseph on for the extra point.
He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's Akers.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Out of the gun, Stafford. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Joseph now to have the PAT.
And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
Stafford here, coming off his pick six. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That's about right. Pretty succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Play action. Stafford.
And he'll find Higbee open downfield.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Going up top for Kupp. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That's bombs away right there. And now they're bringing back within 4.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
Off of play action, here's Stafford.
He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Throwing is Stafford. Man open is Robinson.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
They'll run this with Akers.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
This is caught. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed, way harder to cover than before.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So now it's Watson and the Browns. Down 31-28. 2:05 to go. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. On first down, it's Watson. He'll get this to Bell. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson connects with Peoples-Jones. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. To throw, Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. The Browns trying to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. He's got room at the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 27. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Watson to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Here's Watson. Over the middle, complete. It's Hall. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches. Again to the fullback on the dive. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A little extra pressure with this one for Greg Joseph. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick here is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's got room. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's in. Are you kidding me?
How do you get that up?
One of the most improbable ways to finish a game. And they do win it on the final play.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this. This is why we love sports. This is why